Hey guys, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snack Bar here with Madden Monday. We've got some Madden 12 coming at you. And you can tell we're going to be continuing on here with the San Francisco 49ers franchise that we've been doing here for some time. Now we are going up against the Detroit Lions, and this is going to be a tough one from a commentary standpoint and also from a gameplay standpoint. Commentary standpoint, I'm so used to playing as the Detroit Tigers, I'm probably going to say Tigers once or twice in here. This is like take number 10 for me because I kept saying the Tigers instead of the Lions. But anyway, one of the things that I always do before I go into every single game is I take a look at what players are on hot streaks or cold streaks. It's a smart call because you'll be able to find weaknesses that you can exploit and kind of work your game plan around it. So what I've noticed, though, by going into this is a lot of the players on the San Francisco 49ers that were on a hot streak as of late, they've kind of cooled down, and they're back where they should be. But looking at the Lions' defense, they've got a lot of defenders who are on hot streaks. I got to watch out for Ndamukong Suh and basically everybody on the defensive line. This is not going to be an easy game. Now, I'm glad I have this mentality because if you go into a game underestimating your team, you're going to get destroyed. So I'm glad that I'm nervous here. If I thought this was going to be a cakewalk, I may get in trouble. Look at Stafford here, only 249 yards on the year. Coming off of an injury, which is why you're seeing yards that low. Decent completion rate. 60.5%. All right, so let's go ahead and get this game started. 2nd and 10 for the Lions. Giving it to Best, who really doesn't go anywhere. I'm pretty fortunate that I'm able to defend the run like that. 3rd and 11 now. Stafford back in the pocket, throwing deep. And Goldson catching that one here. It's going to be an interception. Great way to start off the first drive from a defensive standpoint. So we're going to get the ball here with pretty good field position at the 40-yard line. Alex Smith, you could see over 1,000 yards passing so far. His 65.2% completion percentage here was really boosted a lot by the last game that we had. Just did a phenomenal job. So Frank Gore here getting some yards on the ground, picking up 7. Let's try to go with him again as he falls forward to get the first down. That's one of the things that I like about Frank Gore is he's going to fight for every single yard. Now, I'm going to go with the passing game here probably considerably in this game just because it's worked so well the last few games. So I get that one a TO. You'll probably see a lot of passes to T.O. and Michael Crabtree just because I haven't really used them that much. Gore running to the outside, picking up 8 yards on that one. So early on, he's not doing too bad at all. I don't know if the Lions are necessarily having a hard time trying to decide what I'm going to be throwing at him. It is early on in the game, so things could turn around pretty quick. Frank Gore getting the first down on that one as well. So we've got the ball at the 25-yard line here. It is 2nd and 10. Let's give it a Gore one more time here, who fights ahead for 4 yards. Every little bit helps here, so we're looking at 3rd and 6. Opens up a lot of opportunities for me here. So I'm going to go ahead with a little screenplay out to Frank Gore, who catches it, but the defender for the Lions does a great job of being able to shed that block quickly and be able to make it to Gore here to prevent him from getting to the first down marker. So 4th and 4 here. Ooh, embarrassing kick, but it still goes between the uprights here. So I am okay with that. May not have been pretty, but the fact is I've got a 3-0 lead here with 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Now we've got 1:33 left here in the first quarter. Stafford once again going back in the pocket, looking for a receiver, taking too long, and ends up getting sacked. So 4th and 16. So 2 drives that end up going really well for me defensively. And you guys know, those of you who watched the 2011 season, you guys know that defense was the key for the San Francisco 49ers. And it seems to be doing just a phenomenal job here in this game. Time's ticking away here in the first quarter. Let's go ahead and toss that off to Gore. Ends up losing 2. Gore, what's going on? Anyway, we've officially hit the second quarter now. Changing it up with a passing play. Getting it to Morgan, who gets a lot of yards after the catch. So that yak is always a great thing to be able to see because yards after catch, for me, is huge. A lot of my passes just goes to the receiver. They get tackled immediately. So I'm always enjoying seeing those extra yards. Trying to toss out to Gore once again to mix things up here on first down. Doesn't end up working. I guess it's not really mixing it up too much since I'm running a lot on first down. 2nd and 9. I give it to Gore again. Sheds 1 tackle. Goes ahead for 8 yards here. We're looking at 3rd and 1. That opens up a lot of options for me here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give it to my fullback. So Miller getting a couple yards right there. Of course, that's going to be enough to get the first down. The refs are going to measure, but you know what? It doesn't matter. I knew I crossed the line. You guys know I did too. Hunter is in for Gore. Ends up losing 1, 3rd and 9. So let's try to go ahead with another screenplay. See if we can turn things around. So getting it over to Hunter. Same story. 4th and 10 now. So I got to go ahead. Let's kick another field goal here. Now, this one is going to be a little bit more spot on to where you should kick it, but I do not aim it correctly, and I am kicking myself here simply because I should have gone into classic mode just for a second to take a look at that angle. That is 100% totally on me. I should have double-checked it before I went ahead with the kick, but that's just what happens when you get cocky. Up, fumble here, but Best picks it up. Sheds one tackle. They only end up losing 3 on that one. I was expecting them to lose a little bit more, so Lions doing a great job only losing 3 on that fumble. They do keep possession. So here we are, 2:32 left in the first half. This one going deep. Able to knock that one away, but on the next play, they are able to go ahead and get the first down. So 1st and 10. We're going to be advancing here pretty quick, you guys, so hang on. Best getting the first down. So I've done a great job, I've felt, through most of the game, being able to stop the run here, but that ends up not being the case. So after the 2-minute warning here, Best once again sheds a tackle. What is this? He's breaking tackles right and left. 3rd and 1 for the Lions here. So I'm going to try and go ahead, go with a blitz. So I figure that's what's coming. Ends up working really well. We throw Stafford to the ground. He ends up losing 8. So 4th and 9 here with about a minute left to go in the half. All right, so with 4th and 9, now the Lions have to go ahead and kick a field goal here. So this is actually going to tie things up here. Not necessarily too happy about that, but that's all right. And that's what's going to be the score as we go into the locker room for the half. So it is going to be 3-3. So now that we have reached halftime here, it's a great chance to take a look back, reflect on what's been going on and what I can change. Now, really, some of my play calling has not been the best. I probably should not be running it to the outside with Frank Gore as much as I have here, because now it's obvious that the Lions have been able to pick up on it. Defensively speaking, really not too much I can complain about here at this point. Holding the Lions to 3 points is always a great thing to see out of your team. Anybody can hold to 3 points and a half. That's not bad. So Smith back in the pocket here on 3rd and 10. Ends up getting intercepted. Now, this is terrible for 2 reasons. One, because it came so early here in the second half, I really didn't get a chance to exploit the advantage here of being able to have 2 quick scores. The same thing, too, that was not cool is the Lions are now in great field position. So they get a first down right here. On 2nd and 10, though, they're going to go ahead and hand it to Best, who does a great job of going upfield, picking up 5. So they are definitely now in a position here to score on me, to get the lead, and to make me try and play catch-up here. So Stafford looking for somebody. Man, I totally should have sacked him. And what was that? That was just bad defense on our part. Just sitting there waiting behind the receiver for the ball to come to him and then make a move? Nuh-uh. But Best gets into the end zone here. And so now I am down 10-7 with 4:21 left in the 3rd quarter here. So I'm not too worried. Plenty of time ahead. I can score a touchdown. I mean, you guys saw in the last video, I basically got 21 points really quick because I was able to force some turnovers by the computer. But on 2nd and 10 now, Smith trying to, oh man, another interception. My passing game has been pretty poor here as well. I don't show you guys a lot of the incomplete passes, things like that. But if I was able to show that to you guys, you'd probably think I was playing really poor also. So 2nd and 8. Let's go ahead and play some zone here. Not the best play call here as they go ahead and go on the screen. Man, and they're going to be getting that one at the 7-yard line. So Stafford, you can see, stats really don't tell the whole story on how he's been doing. The time that they've had the ball, they've done a pretty good job. I'm taking a look at it here. 2nd and goal for the Lions. So now that it is 2nd and goal here at the 1-yard line, there's basically a ton of options that they can go ahead and utilize at this point to go ahead and get the score. Tossing it to the outside, I am able to stop Best behind the line for a loss of 4 yards on that one. So that ends up working pretty well for me here. 3rd and goal. Stafford once again back. Hit him right as he's throwing, so that's going to be an incomplete pass. 4th and goal. So now it means that we've got the Lions here having to go ahead and kick the field goal once again. So 13-3, that means this is a 2-score game for me. I've got to go ahead and either get 2 touchdowns or a touchdown and a field goal, and also hold the Lions. It's not an easy task here, if you guys have been seeing. Complete it to Crabtree, who ends up getting 14 yards on that one. I'm surprised that it's taken me this long to go ahead and throw something over the way of Crabtree. So time's ticking down here in the third quarter. We hike the ball just right before things end. Get that one over to Morgan, who goes to the 49-yard line to be able to get the first down. All right, so here we are in the big fourth quarter. Davis catching that one. The 4 verticals play is something that I usually go with in a lot of situations in Madden and also NCAA. But the thing is in this game, the 4 verticals play really has not been working out for me at all. So I'm surprised it works there. Crabtree catching it even though he had 2 defenders around him. That's what you like to see out of a wide receiver, and I'm hoping that we'll see more of that here as the season progresses. Continuing on with the passing here, just because I'm trying to run out the clock as quickly as I can, and I don't want to necessarily, well, I'm not trying to run out the clock. I'm trying to get as many yards as I can in that time. There we go. So Gore only able to pick up 2 on 2nd and 3, so we're looking at 3rd and 1. And since it worked so well earlier, I'm going to go ahead and give it back to Miller, who does get about 4 yards on that one. And we're looking at 1st and goal here at the 8-yard line. So this sets up a lot of options for me here as well. But let's go ahead and run to the outside with Frank Gore. This time it works out well. Falls forward, gets into the end zone for the touchdown. And I'm liking this a lot more because now it's 13-10. So 2:53 left in the quarter and in the game. It means I got to find something here to be able to stop the Lions pretty quick and then score just as quickly as well. Otherwise, I'm going to be coming away from this game with my first loss of the season. I'd like to end up undefeated, but if not, it's not like a couple losses are really going to kill me. 2nd and 6 now. So you can tell that the Lions are really trying to run the clock out here. They've been going with some passing plays. I've been having to try and stop the clock where I can, letting them, kind of run out of bounds instead of just going for the tackle or knocking them out of bounds, I guess I should say. 3rd and 9 here. This is a huge play. 1:25 left in the game. Smith going and taking a look for an open receiver. I think Davis was open, but now that I go back and take a look at it, I was completely wrong. So 4th and 9 here at this point. I don't want to necessarily go ahead and go for it, so I go ahead and kick it. Now the Lions are moving the ball downfield really well with this running game here, led by Best. So 4th and 1. They're going to go ahead and complete this field goal here as well. So this is going to force me to have to get a touchdown, but we're looking at 18 seconds left in the game. So the likelihood of me doing that is very slim to basically none. So 11 seconds left here. I'm going to go ahead. I just have to throw Hail Marys. That's all I can really do, and this barely ever works. So an incomplete pass there. We're looking at 3rd and 10. This is going to be the last play of the game. What do? I'm throwing it deep and not able to complete that one. So that's going to go ahead and end the game. I'm not happy about this, you guys, but we end up losing this one. It's all right. This kind of stuff is going to happen. You got to remember, how many teams in the NFL have gone undefeated? 1. So that's all right. If I were to go undefeated, that would have been kind of ridiculous anyway. But that's okay. We got plenty of season left ahead of us. I think we're going to come away with some more wins. So thanks for watching Madden Monday, you guys. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. You guys know you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter if you guys want to be in the know on what's going on here. Again, I thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I hope you guys have a good one.